Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 8 Metaverse projects. These are many different Metaverse projects, including Metaverse game, blockchain games. So I hope you enjoy this video. Subscribe to see more, obviously. And of course, let me just declare that this video is not meant for financial advice. This video is strictly for educational purposes. Now, the first token we're starting with is Sandbox. Now, Sandbox is basically an Ethereum gaming metaverse that allows players to build, own, and monetize various in-game assets, including land, animal, tools, and even people. Now, all these items are created as non-fungible tokens, giving unique ownership to the creator. So Sandbox is very unique and they have a lot of different partners. They're one of the top metaverse projects. And it's a very promising project. Anyone who's familiar with Sandbox, they'll be able to tell you all about these games that they have. And it's really fantastic what they're doing. They're doing anything from land ownership, building games, value exchange, governance token, which is their SAN token, and staking said SAN token. So yes, you can stake the token as well. Now, the interesting thing about this metaverse in particular is that items can be bought, sold, or traded on the Sandbox marketplace, giving rise to a variety of economy facilitated by the native cryptocurrency SAN token. Additionally, users can also partake in activities. Those activities are land ownership and building games. And this can actually be very profitable for a lot of people. Now, ladies and gents, the next one on my list is obviously Decentraland. Decentraland is one of the most well-known and one of the biggest projects in the metaverse and blockchain space. Now, Decentraland is a virtual reality platform. It's powered by Ethereum blockchain, and it's one of the earliest metaverse to be created, with its development history going back to as far as 2015. This is when Ariel Melish released the project's white paper following 5 years of active development. The core team finally made the Decentraland metaverse available to the public in February 2020. And the term Decentraland, it's an amalgamation of words decentralized land. This project is especially a large piece of land's subdivision into small virtual plots sold to initial investors. These plots can be used for all sorts of virtual developments, including entertainment joints, business premises, and even locations. And the native token of Decentraland, that is the Mana token, serves to facilitate asset use for value transfer, especially when buying and selling plots, making payments on the Decentraland ecosystem, and gaining access to exclusive goods and services. So Decentraland is very promising. Now, another project that is extremely promising is Enjin. The Enjin blockchain. They have so much things going on, it's hard to even keep up with what Enjin is doing. They're in partnership with so many companies, from Microsoft to Samsung, Alchemy. Enjin is one of those projects that have their hands in almost everything. Discover Microsoft blockchain-based digital badge reward program. That's a partnership that they do have with Microsoft. And this is a quick look at the Enjin metaverse. These are their projects that's currently live. Some of these projects are continuing to be developed. And obviously the Azure Hero, that's the Microsoft projects with Enjin. And there's much more to go through as well. The native cryptocurrency is ENJ, or known as Enjin Coin, and the company was co-founded in 2009 by Maxim Blavkov and with Wojtek Radomyski. Now, at the time, blockchain technology was yet to be released. Now, in July 2017, Enjin core team announced the launch of Enjin as a blockchain-based social gaming platform and conducted an ICO. That's the initial cryptocurrency offering, through which it raised about 19 million by selling Enjin token. And later in June 2018, the Enjin gaming metaverse was launched on the mainnet. Now, the Enjin ecosystem is based around community members creating various sorts of game in terms of items, including custom tokens, virtual real estate, digital art, and gaming characters, amongst others. So I think most of you who are familiar with Enjin, you can agree on saying that Enjin is very promising in the blockchain as well, especially when it comes to NFTs. They've got many different ideas of ways to use NFTs, from ownership, IDs, trading fees, utility purposes, real world utility purposes, rarity, including that real world value. So you can link it to something in the real world, and obviously multiple different uses on the blockchain. Next up on our list, we want to take a look at Axie Infinity. Now, it's a popular play to earn P2E gaming metaverse that's powered by the Ethereum blockchain. Yes, many of these metaverse platforms, they are powered by the Ethereum blockchain. But now Axie is also available on Binance and Uniswap. Keep that in mind as well. Now, Axie Infinity is inspired by the popular conventional game Pokemon, and it involves players collecting, breeding, and trading and battling in-game creatures called Axies, which are basically NFTs. Now, at the center of this Axie Infinity ecosystem is Axie Infinity Shard, an ERC20 token that serves the following functions. It's a governance token as well. Token holders can participate in governing the Axie ecosystem by staking their assets and voting on popular proposal and how to use the community treasury. Value transfer. Axie is used as a payment for Axie traded and Axie NFT marketplace and can also be used by holders to access exclusive auctions and sales within the market. You can also stake the token. Other than earning the right to vote on governance issues, Axie staking also enables token holders to claim rewards in form of newly issued Axies. Now, I do believe it was last year, 2021, Axie Infinity was doing extraordinarily well. In the middle of the bull run, this is one of the most popular blockchain games at the time, and the Axies themselves were becoming ridiculously outpriced. These little NFT creatures were becoming more and more popular and more expensive as well, which became a problem for some, but it wasn't a problem for all. For some people, they were obviously just profiting off these Axie tokens, and rightfully so. They were profiting off the NFTs and using the game to earn as well. It became a really cool game. Axie stands at a very unique place because they're taking that Pokemon similarity in gaming and putting it on the blockchain, and people love that kind of stuff, and the popularity will only keep on growing. Now, ladies and gents, next up we've got ApeCoin, or Ape as the native token is known. It's an ERC20 token that's based on the Ethereum blockchain network, and it is considered a native asset for newly launched Ape ecosystem. Now, the ecosystem comprises of decentralized community of Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Mutant Ape Yacht Club owners. Both of these ecosystems are two of the most popular NFT communities, making the Ape Metaverse one of the more interesting and exclusive virtual spaces. To be a member, you need to own at least one of the Bored Ape Yacht Club or one of the Mutant Ape Yacht Club NFTs. The ApeCoin serves as the following users within the Ape ecosystem. This ApeCoin can serve as governance token, so people can participate in Ape improvement proposal by processing and voting within the ApeCoin DAO. That's a decentralized autonomous organization. Access. ApeCoin holders can access exclusive contents and selections of ecosystems such as game, merchandise, and even that would otherwise be inaccessible. Incentivization. Third-party developers need Ape to develop and to deploy custom games and services on this ecosystem. Now, most of what's amazing about ApeCoin hasn't even begun. I do believe that this coin will be one of the most useful in the near future, long-term as well, because of what it stands for and what's backing it, the ecosystem behind it, the uniqueness of the Bored Ape NFTs. That's going to drive a lot of value. But because it's a metaverse token, because there's much more that can be brought to the token, more NFTs, more games, more platforms, more metaverse experiences, so much value can be added to this token. It's really undervalued at the moment. So next up, I'd like to introduce you to Gala Games. What exactly is Gala Games? This is its own metaverse as well. Gala Games is a blockchain gaming platform that allows players to earn cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens through gameplay. The platform has numerous titles considerably different in game functionalities, and Gala Game native token is known as Gala, which is used to secure the platform and incentivize players. Now, Gala Games addresses a major shortcoming that video game players have struggled with in the past, the ability to take ownership of items earned through gameplay. Gala Games platforms include real-time strategy, multiple online battle arenas, role-playing games, title, and more. While gameplay differs considerably between titles, each reward players with digital assets including Gala cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens. Now, Gala Games run on the Ethereum blockchain. However, the platform is also partnered with Polygon Network and is successfully bridged to Binance Chain with a P.Network bridge dApp, allowing players to send and trade their tokens to reduce gas fees. Gala stands at a very unique position. It's also an ERC20 tokens, and it's used in the game as purchasees and a medium of exchange between participants interacting with Gala Games. You know, the future of the metaverse is really an arena that feels very similar to World of Warcraft. A lot of these projects that I'm telling you about, Gala Game, Decentraland, Sandbox, they will create something similar to the size of World of Warcraft. And in World of Warcraft, it's a vast ecosystem. But now, because of the innovation of NFTs, people can finally own these assets and have a right to these assets, have a right to these signatures of assets on the blockchain. It's coded forever and it will stay that way. Now, next up on our list is Illuvium. I really like Alluvium. This is a very unique metaverse gaming platform and blockchain. And they've got a vast ecosystem and a vast amount of partners as well. They're striving to do better and to grow as an ecosystem. So what is Alluvium? Well, it's an upcoming fantasy role-playing game developed on Ethereum blockchain by a decentralized autonomous organization called Illuvium DAO. The game was first announced in January of last year, and it's to describe itself as a decentralized NFT collection, auto battle game built on the Ethereum network. Now, players are immersed in a 3D open world to explore and capture deity-like beasts called alluvials. The alluvials that players collect are represented with NFTs on Ethereum blockchain with real-world value. This is what I mean when I say it's amazingly unique. Players use the alluvials they have gathered to battle each other to win Ether, and that's Ethereum, of course. Now, quick facts. The game uses a play-to-earn model where alluvials are represented on Ethereum blockchain as NFTs. That's key to understand. It's said to be the first blockchain-based AAA video game, and this scope so far, making it a significant milestone in the space. Now, in terms of gameplay for this game, like any other role-playing games, players must customize their characters to their liking. From there, it is hard to head out into the world and begin battling. Alluvium is an open world game that's developed on Unreal Engine 4. This engine allows for detailed regions and environments, making it stand out amongst previous blockchain games. Once captured, alluvials and other in-game items while exist in players' wallets as NFTs. And there are over 100 alluvials to find around the open world that belongs to different classes, different affinities. Because of this, some alluvials matched well together during battle, while others may not. The variation also depends on the opponent's alluvial, making for an interesting situation and matchup. Now, I do believe in Alluvium because it's got a fantastic ecosystem and it continues to improve over time. Out right now is the Alluvium beta, but the Alluvium 0 is yet to come, the Alluvium Arena is yet to come, and the Alluvium Overworld is yet to come, but those are coming soon. But for now, what a lot of users have is the beta. But that is it for this video, some of my top 8 metaverse blockchain games. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you in our next video.